to say who your game one starter is yet, but how much better is it for Strider to be able to just make all the normal preparations and all that kind of stuff?
That's good. He's going to pitch tomorrow, and Max will be game 2. That's good. I mean, he's right on time, and he's had a normal week of preparation and getting himself ready. So I expect to see a really good Spencer Strider tomorrow.
Snit, just based on what you've seen about Spencer and how mature he is, just how ready is he for a moment like that?
No, I think he's very much ready, especially he experienced it last year, and, it was a tough situation for him. So I think he's probably really excited to, have this opportunity tomorrow when he's healthy and well-rested and prepared.
Snit, how'd you feel about your guys having 3 inter-squad scrimmages? How did that come out of that compared to last year?
Way better than I even anticipated. I mean, it was really good. I thought, last year was the first time anybody ever really experienced that, or I have never. And we thought we did the best we could, but I don't. Now looking back, this was a really good what we did. We had 7 innings all 3 days. It was the guys were, it was good for them, and the way they performed showed that.
Snit, you guys and them, each other inside and out. So on a stage like this in the DS, what will be the biggest difference when you play?
Oh, just what we're playing for now. I mean, it's just kind of, it's a postseason. It's different. It is different. The game's played different. You do different things. It's exciting. There's both ballparks are going to be crazy. But it's kind of why we've just played these last 7 months, to put ourselves in this position to be able to experience this.
Yeah, Brian, can you just, Max, I guess, came through the inter-squad thing, okay. Can you just, what his status is, any concerns about the blister reoccurring?
No, I mean, there's always a concern about that, I think. But everything went great in the inter-squad. He got the ups we needed, the pitches. The finger held up really well. So he's good to go as far as we're concerned.
Hey, Snit, you guys have been very fortunate to be in the postseason now for a couple years in a row. The night before the start of the NLDS, do you guys do anything or have a dinner or a talk or anything to really prepare? And what do you hope to get out of today's workout as well?
No, we're going to get out there, and you know what? We just had 3 really good days of games and normal days. I mean, we came in, we did regular batting practice. It was like a normal work day. And today, I don't want them out there any more than an hour. We just want to get loose, take a batting practice, and have the last sane night of the rest of the year.
Hey, Snit, this will be Ozzy's first postseason back after missing last year's due to injury. Can you just speak about his importance on the team, having him back on the field for this postseason?
He's huge on this team. Just, you look at performance, you look at the numbers, they speak for themselves, but just having him on that club and on the field is huge, because he is a integral part of everything that we're trying to do. I mean, he exemplifies everything about this game and what's good about it, and how he goes about it, plays the game, and how important he is to our team. I mean, he's that little guy that that makes us go.
So, Snit, you set a culture for guys that play 162 games. They play every day. Can you talk about what that means and what tone that sets for postseason play?
No, I think it's good. I mean, these guys, I think it's great that they do that. They want to do that. They want to play all the innings, the last 3 games of the practice games. I had to force them off the field then to try and give them just some downtime. No, I think it's huge, because that just shows how these guys are wired and what they're about, and they're about the competition, the playing, the winning, and I think that's a great attribute to have when you're starting to play these postseason games that are so big, and they've been on this stage before. All these guys have been through everything you can experience in the game. And I think they're really excited and look forward to another chance at doing something special.
Hey, Snit, Kelly was talking about how you guys know each other inside and out. How would you describe the feeling when you meet up with the Phillies?
You know, I don't know that we feel any differently than anybody else we play. It's a team we want to beat. They're a really good club. I said they're very, you know, I look at that offense and it's similar to ours, I think. I mean, they're so powerful. It's a good team. They've an experienced team. They've made a lot of good moves over. You know, I think they're even better than they were last year. Quite honestly, when we played them all this year, and looking at them now, and it's going to be a great series, and it's two really good ball clubs.
Brian, last year, obviously, Ronald missed the World Series, 2 years ago, missed the World Series run, and then last year he was still kind of working his way back. How, even after a statistical season like he had this year, how driven is he this postseason?
Oh, I think he's probably the one guy that's coming through his skin right now to get this thing started. Because, and I talked to him, you know, now you're going to get that opportunity because he's whole and he's healthy. And like I say, even coming off a great year like he did, I mean, I know he just can't wait to get this thing started and be able to perform in that you know, on that platform. Okay, thank you.
Hey, Spencer. So Snitker just told us that you're the game one starter. What are your emotions like right now? How are you feeling? And what was it like when he told you that you were going to be the first one?
Yeah, I'm just known for a little bit, but that was their plan, at least how they wanted to line it up. So, it's good to get back into the playing mode. I know we've been doing the scrimmages. I think that's been good. So I think everybody's excited to go out and have a packed stadium and a good environment, play some meaningful baseball.
Spencer, I know you grew up watching Corey Kluber, and he obviously started his fair share of game ones and important games. I guess, how long have you dreamt of a moment like this to get to start a series for a team like this?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you play for. It's what you work for, is opportunities in the postseason. That's been our goal as a team for the entire season. When we showed up to spring training, we expected to be here, and in some ways this is when the season starts for us. So, we did a lot of good stuff in the regular season. Some of that will carry over in some ways, but most of it won't. So this is sort of a fresh slate, and I think we're like I said, we're excited to play some meaningful, energetic baseball, and kind of go out and play our game.
Spencer, you pitched so well against them in that clinching game in Philly, and have in your career against them. How much does that help in a circumstance like this, with going out there and being game one starter and so many expectations, that kind of thing? How much does it help having success against them in some big games?
Yeah, I mean, I think any amount of success is good. When you go into the postseason, you want to feel like you can be successful, and you've done it before. But like I said, it's a fresh slate. So, they're a dangerous team. They're a very good team. They're they had a phenomenal regular season as well, and so we're expecting them to come out and firing on all cylinders, and we want to be as well. So, fortunately, like I said, we got to do the scrimmages, and we feel like we're a lot more dialed in than we were last year, having taken time off. And, I think it's just, the postseason is such an energetic environment that, anything can happen. And we want to go out and sort of just stick to our strengths, and regardless of the opponent. So try not to make too much of a deal about who we play. It's more so about what we do and what we need to do to be successful.
Spencer, last year you battled the oblique injury in September and heading into the postseason. How important was it for you this postseason to enter it healthy?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to be healthy. We have some limitations for sure still, but Max didn't get to pitch as much as he would have liked going to finish the regular season with his blister. But he threw this week, and he feels good, and I think everybody feels good right now. So that's great, and having the time off, I think is still beneficial. Some people talk about getting to play is better than having the time off, but I think it's good for us to sort of take a little bit of a chance to recover. And like I said, we did get our reps in this week, so yeah, everybody feels good. I feel good, and we're looking forward to getting it started tomorrow.
You mentioned that you feel like the team is more dialed in because of the simulated game. So how specifically do you feel like it just really helped you guys lock in, still being able to play and have the fans and the energy? Can you explain a little bit more about why you think that?
Yeah, I think if nothing else, it's just we had a similar routine to our days. We played as close to what we expected would be the game time for the DS, and so we were coming to the park, taking BP, having stretched as a team. Eating here. It's just the same schedule we would normally have in the regular season or on a postseason day, and so I think that helped sort of bridge the gap between regular season and postseason, not making it feel like it was such a long period of time.
Spencer, the narrative all season long for you guys has kind of been, as you got through the season, the best team in baseball. This is the team that should end up on top at the end. When you consider the amount of pressure that puts on you guys going into the postseason, how do you deal with that?
Well, I think you embrace it. We wanted this opportunity. I think that we played a lot of meaningful games this year, but down the stretch we clinched early, and there were certainly some times where it felt like we were just sort of waiting to get to October and play that meaningful baseball. And the way things ended last year, everybody was itching to get back into this environment and have this opportunity. So, we're excited and expecting a big crowd to come out and have good fans and a really good environment between two good teams. And so, that's kind of what we've been looking forward to all year is this chance to play, like I said, some energetic baseball here in October.
I know you mentioned the clean slate, but what did you learn from last year's postseason start, and how much did that drive you heading forward?
I think, it's like I said, it's a very energetic environment. So, things happen quickly. The ability to slow the game down and focus on what you need to do to be successful, and trying to let the environment dictate your thought process or your approach. We have played a lot of games. We have had some success this year. So I think everybody's very confident in their routines and their preparation. And I think you want to let the adrenaline and the energy of the postseason sort of aid in that process rather than try and avoid it.
Thanks, Ronald, Acuña will be in at 5:30.
Ronald Acuña said he drilled out for him as well. Also impressing some of these those coaches. That are like October 2015. Look at you. I don't know who told you that. I don't know who gave you that dope, but so Bobby Cox, oh, that's amazing, dude. Bobby Cox. You called him and said, Bobby, who looks good in this? No, I just
Great, the winner before, 16 in Australia. Tomorrow's some of the best player out there. 16.
Your late life. You ready for another? Oh, yeah. No. Why? Oh, okay. Residents. You're for each other. Yeah, but I'm quick. At least for slow people, right? I'm a okay, I'm an issue.
Which is it like closer to the outfield side, like closer to the
Yeah,
batter's side?
yeah. Probably was.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a 15. So it's total.
Don't ask me about it.
Well, no, it's like.
Yeah. I'm glad you repeated what I said.
You asked him.
He didn't even ask if he just kind of like.
We're just casual.
He's on it.
Yes, next Wednesday at 1. I love that.
I didn't mean, I wasn't assuming. It's saying assuming, I wasn't assuming. It's always goes back to him, doesn't it? The season opener, when he dashed as a closer, he said that from closer to starting. Was it season opener or was it second game? Anyway, got one out. When I wrote, if it wasn't possible, you asked if this was a efficiency. And he took that as something I said in original. I didn't say that. I said I was going
So that was true. It's actually, I basically, years ago, yeah. Yeah.
I put the.
All the choices, so close. It's nice. No, interviews sort of two. Same exact deal. Sorry.
I didn't send it out this morning until because we were waiting on.
You told me.
We
Yeah.
were waiting on our guys here. What's
So
the
we're
scheme for
starting
tomorrow?
to ask them, have you managed that? Me, JJ.
No, like I've seen. Yeah, no,
And that's fine. We can go into TDS.
Yes, tomorrow. Just have, we'll do this again tomorrow. And then you keep waiting to play it, so. Nothing. Yes, for me, second and Tuesday, I'll be high.
They said it when they said you could have it. Yes, they did.
First for you. Sal.
Can you chew gum? Can you chew gum and walk as well? He's driving like this while he's going like this. I'm not saying it's advisable, but I'm saying, come on. It's not like he's driving drunk. It's not like he's texting, which we've all done before that became a big deal. That's dangerous. And how do you know it's not even mounted? Maybe it's not mounted. But I mean, it's not texting. People do that. You see, you're texting on your, that's really dangerous.
That is one time.
You're not drunk. Never got drunk. And everybody used to skate along. Texting because nobody was on screen. You're driving out of the turnpike, like drinking coffee, smoking cigar, talking, listening to music. I've done it. Sorry if I didn't get to worry about it. It was on daily social media for Orlando games. Yeah, I did.
Hey, now they have this right on it. The train, so like, the drives don't have to, so there's the train that goes in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, down to Orlando. How far away are you guys from Miami?
Nowhere, thankfully, a long way.
The problem is like, no one's on the East Coast anymore. You can actually take the train out, drive it, and it's free drive. It's only the.
I'll run it.
Uno no puede bajarse de ahí. Ese Gator de ahí.
¿Lo haces solo?
¿Ah?
¿Te vas a hacerlo solo?
Gator, yo no hago Gator.
Ronald, Snit just said, you know, you're kind of coming out of your skin, so excited about this, the playoffs. How do you describe what you're feeling here?
Mira, la verdad que me siento contento de estar una vez más en los playoffs, más que todo saludable. Tenemos muchas expectativas. De verdad que nada, seguir jugando el juego que hemos jugado todo el año y hacerle a ganar, que es lo más importante.
Yeah, that's right. I'm really excited just to be going into this postseason healthy. And, you know, we have high expectations, and I think for us it's just about going out there and playing the game we've been playing all season long.
I thought it was interesting. Strider said that he really liked playing in the simulated games. I wanted to get your thoughts. He feels like you guys are more locked in this year because of having the simulated games, and you guys are ready to play energetic baseball. So can you talk about what you thought about the simulated games? And he kept mentioning energetic baseball. Is that something you guys are talking about in the clubhouse at all?
Que Strider mencionó que él le gustó los juegos ahí, que las prácticas tuvimos, y que él se sintió que le dio un poquito de energía al club, que si tú estás de acuerdo con él y que te sentiste que como que eso nos dio una ventaja a nosotros y nos dio una energía al equipo.
Bueno, sí, estoy totalmente 100% de acuerdo con él, con lo que él dijo. De verdad que esos juegos nos hicieron bien, de verdad que nos mantuvimos prácticamente jugando como los otros equipos del Guaycali, y yo creo que no creo que nos va a ser lo mismo del año pasado.
Yeah, I completely agree with him and everything he said. I feel like those games sort of just kept us on pace and felt like just playing games just like all the other teams in the postseason were playing. So, yeah, I feel like it got us ready, and hopefully it'll help avoid what happened last season.
Yeah, Ronald, just with your first inning offense as a team, how important is it for you guys to try to score early, something you guys weren't able to do last NLDS?
La importancia de poder anotar carreras temprano en el juego, que fue algo que no tuvimos éxito haciendo la última vez, el año pasado.
Bueno, lo que pasó el año pasado se quedó en el año pasado. Yo creo que estos nuevos años estamos en el 2023. Y bueno, sí, mi meta siempre es envasarme para que los Power Hitters hagan su trabajo y así yo pueda anotar temprano.
Yeah, what happened last year stays in last year, right? This is 2023, and my goal is always to just find a way to get on base, and that way we can score, and hopefully early.
Hey, Ronald, how much, if at all, did losing to the Phillies last year motivate you guys for this year going forward?
Si tú crees que la derrota que tuvimos contra los Phillies el año pasado nos ha motivado este año.
Bueno, nosotros siempre somos un equipo que siempre estamos motivados, ¿me entiendes? Como te dije, lo que pasó el año pasado, se quedó en el año pasado, estos nuevos años tenemos otra oportunidad de salir a ganar.
I feel like we're always a motivated team. What happened last year is in the past, so our goal stays the same, just go out there and win.
This will be Ozzy's first postseason back after missing last year's due to injury. How huge is to have him back on the field for this postseason?
Do you read that one more time? I'm sorry.
This will be Ozzy Albies' first postseason back after missing last year's due to injury. As his teammate, how excited are you to have him back on the field for the postseason?
Sí, que esto va a ser, o sea, el año pasado sí no pudo jugar en la postemporada. Cuéntanos lo alegre que tú estás, que va a estar ahí jugando con nosotros y el impacto que tiene con el equipo.
Bueno, súper contento, ¿verdad? Que esté nuevamente. Más importante es que todos nos mantuvimos saludables, estamos todos sanos en el equipo y como te dije, lo más importante es salir a ganar mañana.
Yeah, extremely happy, and obviously the most important thing is that we were all able to stay healthy on the team, and that we're going into it healthy and just going out with the same goal of winning tomorrow.
There's an old adage in baseball in the postseason that good pitching beats good hitting. Do you guys think that your offense is, with all the records you've broken and all that, is good enough to do what you've done all year against any pitcher?
Sí, que hay un dicho en la pelota que básicamente que el picheo más duro es mejor que los bateadores duros y que si tú sientes que hay una verdad a ese dicho o si tú crees que la ofensiva de nosotros pues puede superar a cualquier el grupo de pitchers que
Bueno, sí, nosotros tenemos un equipo. Nosotros, no importa quién va a pichar en el montículo, nosotros vamos a salir a hacer su trabajo, a jugar la pelota duro. Y, ¿cómo es el dicho? Que los pitchers...
Sí, o sea, obviamente en inglés no tenemos...
Bueno, nosotros no creemos en dicho, nosotros vamos a salir a ganar mañana, que es lo importante.
Ronald, primero que...
¿Puedo contestar? Básicamente, sorry, no. we're gonna go out and do the same thing that we always do. That's our job. I feel like our mentality and approach to this team is just to go out there and put the ball in play and hit it hard. And I think we're a team that doesn't believe in those sayings.
I'm sorry. Ronald, esta temporada fue una temporada espectacular. Primeramente, te felicito, tremendo año para mí, jugador más valioso de la Liga Nacional. Me comentabas al principio de temporada que tu sueño era llegar a la Serie Mundial. No pudiste estar en la Serie Mundial cuando ellos ganaron. ¿Cuán grande va a ser para ti volver otra vez a esta Serie Mundial y poder ganarla? Como
Bueno, primero que nada, gracias a Dios por mantenerme saludable. De verdad que eso es lo que todo pelotero anhela, lo que yo anhelo. De verdad que voy a salir a dar al 200% para que con el favor de Dios eso pueda suceder.
Just happy to have the opportunity to be back in the postseason with the goal and aspiration to reach the World Series, and obviously going to be giving 200% to just make that possible.
First of all, do you wear that shirt every day?
Primera vez que me la pongo.
First time wearing it.
2 years ago, I know there were pictures of you. You were at the parade. You held up the World Series trophy and everything. But I know it was also mixed emotions. Can you just recall how difficult that was for you, your team winning the World Series, but sort of not being a part of it?
Sí, más o menos dificultad en ser parte del equipo en 21, pero no poder contribuir ahí en el terreno y celebrar con ellos, pero o sea, sabiendo que no era la manera como te hubiera gustado.
Bueno, de verdad que las lesiones son parte del juego, los que no se lesionan son los que no juegan, yo creo. Pero como te digo, me siento bastante contento de haber ganado y de ser parte del equipo en el 2021, no como yo quería que era jugando, pero gracias a Dios pudimos ganar, que fue lo más importante.
Injuries are part of the game. That's just something that you can't avoid. But regardless, I was just happy to be a part of the team in 21. Obviously, I would have liked to contribute and help and been on the field to help them win. But nonetheless, I was really happy to just be a part of the team and be able to celebrate with them.
Similar. When did you get the shirt?
Today.
Today. Okay. Second, Ronald, can you describe how different you feel right now versus a year ago at this time?
Mira, yo creo que yo me siento como en el 2019, un pelotero que jugó sin restricciones, sin lesiones, que salía a jugar la pelota duro. Yo creo que este año me siento mejor porque yo sé lo mucho que entrené y lo suficiente noche que tuve sin dormir pensando en las cosas que quería y gracias a Dios este año se me dio.
Yeah, completely different. I feel like I did back in 2019 when I was a player who could just play without restrictions. Yeah, I feel comfort knowing that I'm going into it 100% healthy, and I know all the work that I put in coming into this moment, all the restless and sleepless nights, thinking about this opportunity to be back in the postseason, and all the work that was put into just being here.
Ronald, during the rehab process and all that, was there ever a moment maybe that you thought, I don't know if I'll be 100%? And now that you are, just how much more does it mean to be in this moment after everything that you've gone through?
Cuando estabas recuperando, si tuviste un momento de duda pensando que, mira, no estoy seguro si voy a ser 100% como era antes, y si ahora, en este momento, te sientes que ya estás completamente...
Bueno, en este momento, gracias a Dios, sí estoy 100% saludable como estaba a mis primeros años que cuando subí a Grandes Ligas. Y no, si te digo que siempre pensaba que no iba a volver al 100. Y incluso el año pasado yo siempre decía que estaba al 100, pero no lo estaba, pero era solamente por mantener la mente fuerte.
Yeah, thankfully right now I feel like I'm 100% back to being normal. I'd be lying if I said that I thought that I would ever be able to get back to 100%. Last year I felt like I was saying all the time that, yeah, I'm 100%, but I feel like that was just something I was telling myself just to you know, for my mind, really.
One last one here.
It seems like, obviously, we didn't know you when you were real young, but early in your career, you were never fazed by the big moment, the stage, playoffs, whatever. Have you always been that way? That big moments, big stages, to you, it's just another game to go out and have fun? Or was there ever a moment where you ever got nervous? I'm just curious.
Sí, que tempranito en tu carrera como que se pareció que nunca te sentiste muy nervioso en los momentos grandes, que si siempre ha sido así o si algo ha cambiado.
Bueno, no, yo creo que yo soy cuando uno siempre se imagina esos momentos. Yo creo que cuando uno se imagina esos momentos, en algún momento de la temporada, de los playoffs le pasa eso, yo creo que uno no creo porque tiene entrar la impresión.
Yeah, I think those are just moments and situations that everyone dreams of, imagines, thinks about. So I think whenever you have those moments in the regular season or the postseason, there's nothing to be nervous about.
Thank you.
That concludes the interview this evening. We're going to get started tomorrow at 2:15 here in the